Raw Food Basics food demo. My name is Terry, and tonight we're going to be making carrot cake.
You want me to step in?
This is Stephanie of Wild Oats.
Yes, hi, nice to meet you guys.
Wild Oats supplies us this space every month so that we can have a demo for raw foods. So tonight, after we're through making the carrot cake and eating the carrot cake, if you decide you're going to go home and make the carrot cake, you make your way over to the produce section and pick up all your ingredients right here, because if we did not have Raw Foods helping us out, or Wild Oats helping us out, we wouldn't have a place to do this. So thank you very much, Stephanie.
No problem. I have 2% off coupons here for everybody, so I'll hand these out at the end. So.
Okay, so when you go shopping, you'll have a 10% off coupon when you buy your stuff. Tonight we are going to do carrot cake. We're going to put icing on the carrot cake, and then we're going to do banana ice cream. A little bit of story about the carrot cake in your packet. You'll see there's 2 carrot cake recipes. The one we are making is carrot pudding cake. There's another recipe just for carrot cake. I had a potluck at my house about a week or so ago, and we tasted a couple different carrot cakes. The one we're doing tonight is very, very sweet. And the one on the other recipe, the plain carrot cake, is not nearly as sweet. So if you find the one tonight to be a little too sweet, this one is a little less so. Okay, raw food is wonderful. It's very easy to make, it's quick, no pots to wash, no pans to clean up, no burned fingers, but the only thing you suffer is if you cut your fingers. Now, I'm going to go through the recipe. If I miss a step or miss an ingredient, bring it to my attention, because I am notorious for skipping and then ending up having to put it in last. The first thing we're going to do is process the almonds. Now, originally this recipe had you processing the carrots first, but you want to do the almonds first in the processor because you want to start out with a dry processor when you're doing the almonds. So it calls for a ½ pound, and that's about a heaping cupful. I'm just going to process these into a fine, granular type powder. I will warn you, this is going to be very loud. Ready? What would we do without food processing? Ramona here knows, I spoke to her this afternoon, the power was out at my house. And was it you that suggested I go out and put the almonds in a bag and pound them with a hammer?
No.
Because I wanted to make a cake ahead of time, and it's very tough to use these appliances without electricity. So it's just a kind of a fine granule. This is called the S-blade, so when you're reading recipes, this is the S-blade for the food processor. Next, we're going to grate the carrots. Now, instead of putting in a grater, I'm just going to go ahead and cut them up into kind of same size chunks so that they all process at about the same time. So you don't end up with a bunch of big chunks and a bunch of little chunks. We're going to just use, for right now, the plate. Again, noisy. That's it. Oh, there's still some chunks. There we go. Now, if you grated these carrots by hand, it would take you quite a long time, and you wouldn't get them nearly as fine. Put this in our bowl. That's it. You don't have to worry about getting it completely clean because all of this is going to get mixed together in the end anyway. Next, we're going to process dates, about 3/4 cup of dates. And these are medjool dates, and they've been pitted, but they have not been soaked. They were a little bit dry, so I ran just a little bit of water over them to give them a little moisture.
How long would you soak them?
These aren't soaked.
Okay,
So for this recipe, you don't soak them. But if your dates are really, really dry, you might want to moisten them. but you don't really want to soak them because it'll be too mushy for this recipe. Okay, we're just going to... This is just going to break up the date. Now here comes that really sweet part. The recipe calls for 3/8 of a cup of raw honey. I'm raw vegan, so I don't use honey, and so for those of you that want to use raw honey, that would be great. It tastes great. Raw honey has a wonderful flavor. I substitute agave nectar, which is also very sweet, and it's a good substitute for honey. I'm going to... It's a brand new container. So I'm going to do a scant quarter cup of the agave.
What is agave?
It's made out of a plant leaf, and it's a process that's drawn out of the plant leaf and then processed.
Thank you.
Okay. This is what gives this carrot cake its real sweet flavor. Is this okay? Mix that together a little bit. Now spoon the mixture into the carrots. See how sticky that became? So dates are very, very sweet. Now we've added agave, which is very, very sweet. That's why this particular carrot cake turns out very, very sweet. Now, it says to mix this by hand, and you can do that. You can mix this whole thing by hand, but I'm not big on mixing anything by hand. So we have this handy dandy mixer. Absorb. And this is your actual carrot cake batter. Now, this recipe suggests you make it into little balls, form it into little balls and arrange them on a plate, and then you drizzle icing over the top. But that's a little time consuming, but it looks really nice. I tried it, it looks really nice. You can arrange them and then you just drizzle the dressing. It looks very nice. But for tonight, we're just gonna take our carrot cake mixture.
Chair, what's that pan? The
Excuse
pan
me?
you're using? The pan you're putting it into?
What's on it?
Yeah, nothing.
It's just a plate.
Okay, just a plate there.
And we're just gonna form this into a cake. The agave and the dates have made it. So it's very formable. You can make it into any shape you want. So we're gonna have a heart shape here. So if you double this recipe, you could put it actually into a square pan and make any shape you want. So there we go. That's your basic carrot cake. So the only thing that you used after wash is your food processor and a few little attachments. So this